as you can see now, from just the other night, now I have to deal with this. Oh look how easy it was just to stop that. But it doesn't stop the yellow light over here because of the pulse at that made that appear in my left eye peripheral twice as fast as it should be in my left eye. And that's been a pulse accelerating. I'm already, you know what? If I'm already like, as a child, I would have fucking shot that light out. As a teenager, with a gat. You want a piece? I'll break peace with you. Wrong kind of blood to fuck with. They didn't call me blood bone for nothing. And the natives over there in Iroquois Nation knew me, well, the shamans know me as Blood Raven. The rest of the Iroquois Nation knows me as Pathfinder. Yeah, I should put an epileptic warning sign or you can play Snowflakes by... Anyway, the reason I am stating that at that vocal level I'll turn my light on so people know I'm recording. Generally my rule of thumb is I'm not trying to do hidden camera stuff or nothing. Okay, I'm not trying to bait people, I'm not trying to goddamn... Well... If you try to play entrapment with me, I do bait and trap. If you want to play entrap, I'll give you everything you want to see and then go, ha ha ha, it was all fake. If you haven't noticed in my videos, when I show the actual logistics, I'll walk around with an empty beer can and pretend to be drunk. Because of what people took me for. I almost have to put a little bit of a seizure warning on the net. No, I'm telling you, these lights in my eyes like that make me feel like a fucking schizo. It's called an epileptic fit. And it's getting faster. Dude, I almost went death charge at the light. Because you don't see how much I practice self-control. That's what. So this was the only quiet spot over there. And I decided it was quieter. It's still quieter out here. It is still quieter, even with that. Okay? Compared to the screechy ass shit I'm picking up over there, which at this point I know it's from another person's AC unit, bouncing off my neighbors talking in their backyard and freaking the fuck out over what they thought was going on because the maintenance guy misled the manager, misled the entire trailer court. Everyone ignored all of my official statements, and that's why I chewed everyone out. What part of biting the bullet don't you get? What kind of fucking tearing the serums now? You ain't gonna hear me say that often. It's a swear word in some places. Meanwhile, my cool, calm, and collective is fucked with the fact that I'm having to take an alternative. That's what's fucked up. So, I've got basically 20 minutes worth of videos I did earlier today just wobbling around sober. before I finally spent my last $1.50 that was for my bus fare that I couldn't get on the bus because of these lights plus sunshine on in the middle of the day. I'm telling you that I am losing my sense, not of decency, not of temperaments. I'm losing my tolerance. To anything that's triggering my seizures. People fucked me over on my weed, that's one. Two, people thought my seizures were a joke. Three, people thought I was drunk when I was sober anyway. And sometimes that bass is a lifesaver, four. Sometimes. But only when it equalizes out with all the high-pitched of this fucking car wash and the vacuum cleaners. I can't run a vacuum cleaner in my own house without having a seizure. I get to listen to these vacuum cleaners go on for like 9 hours a day. That's 9 hours of status epilepticus. From that, it's not the car wash's fault. I even gave him a good rating on Google. And I got like 6 million views on my shit on Google. You know why I've been lagging? Because it was a sub-department. And I've been selective because I didn't know if it was part of a breach or part of a movement, you know. So I've been kind of doing my own crowd control. Say what? Do you want me to puke? I've never... Oh, instead of getting glasses now, I just want to poke my eyes out and my eardrums. I said I wanna. I don't want that. But I might just want that. It might be a healthy alternative as opposed to, where the weed at? Don't do drugs. Nothing against you. Just saying it's not my thing. I got real neurological problem, not a mental one. It's not a software problem, it's a hardware. And I'm having to use cheap alternatives. And I got a book on the cheap alternatives. That's why I was trying to find a non-alcoholic beer across the whole city. Whole Foods got it for $6. Like $6. I can't even get weed on 10. And the weed I get on 10 is either this stupid fire shit everyone fucking wants to fucking say. That's fire. Sativa bullshit. I need that thick and loud. The couch potato shit. Now, I did a video up here, and I already said it in the last video. It hasn't been posted. And that was because people thought I was selling crack out of my trailer and doing drugs all night, and people telling me to go to bed as soon as I woke up. My neighbors were caught in the crossfire, but that is no excuse. Because I informed them in the first place. And the problem is, well, guess what? Nothing against them. But they need to they got more soundproofing than I do. As you have seen in my videos. I can't even make a recording with the fan off without I can't even talk to Google Voice to Text. I can't talk to Google Translator in my own trailer without having to shout at it at this level. I can't even be room temperature in my own household. You violated my sanctity of home. You treaded on my family, and you might as well take a shower in my daughter's blood. And that is exactly why I have the disgusted, insulted, disgruntled, father on a warpath attitude. I ain't looking for trouble either. I'm not that kind of guy. What I'm trying to do is call out the people who tried to make fake beef and treaded on my family and my situation that's international with documentation. Not idiots who think I was never in Europe or come up with excuses for shit when I got official fucking documentation, foreign and domestic. You see how I'm controlling their dimmer lights? Those are the auto lights that the truck drivers are yelling about. I bet you didn't know that the truck drivers were yelling about this. And I apologize once more to my viewers. My articulation right now is at fever pitch and I'm biting the bullet. I still have professionalism, of course, and my composure, but I'm literally sitting here with that in my left eye on purpose. And that's why I just spit on the ground, was from that light. Plus that sound on top of it. It was just the end. That's why if you do any research on these binaural beats, aura beats, you can't use that on seizure people. You know, in fact, I was even raising awareness about epileptics in the first place. Because I know I'm not the only one. Next time your light does that, I'm gonna burn it out. Sorry about your alternator. I'm packing EMF weaponry for real. And it only goes off because of the bioelectric field and gamma wave collapse with my heartbeat. Because the heartbeat's what generates the electromagnetic field of the body. So that's about it. When I say, where the weed at? Don't do drugs. No harm, no foul. Everyone do their thing. Everyone's living and learning and doing what they can with that. I mean, that's what we can do, right? I mean, and other than that, unless you got some grandiose vision of building like an ant colony or something. So, and see, I'm still nonchalant, where you could have probably watched his body language and could tell that he was at least half hearing what I was talking about. But I kept him off the camera instead. Because I'm not out here to film people, unless it's their responses. And that's me doing my reality check. I can talk to Google Translator. I got data for that. I think still. My phone still works. Yeah, I had a seizure and I almost fell. And instead, I fell and the phone fell in front of me and I caught it. Here's the impact point. Right here. And it caused a wing to shatter across my... That's how I interpreted it. It looked like a wing. And the whole system still works. I've got my guided path system, where it shows touches and my X, Y, and Z axis and pressure on the screen. That's how much freaking data these devices, let's see, because I'm a developer. The point is I haven't had a chance to sit down and like raw code shit, because it takes some month to fucking write a proper code. Anyway, so it still works nicely. I could have messed up, but this is supposed to be a dang loaner phone. Like, I could get charged for the goddamn incidental loss of this thing. And here's the problem. This phone here came in the wrong name, and the box was tampered with and retaped. And the post office told me they would not have delivered it like that. Do you know what else came to my post box taped? The last letter from my last payee for my leases and budget. And that was taped too. It was taped together, the envelope was. Like someone opened it up and sealed it back up. Guess what? I've had mail showing up at the maintenance guy's trailer. That's lot 10. In fact, I even had Donna's mail show up at my trailer. The management. It said management/owner. Now, the owner is a multinational Canadian dual national. I'm a European dual national. Nice to meet you. And I have Canadian citizenship honorary through the Lewin family. And blood work done there. Too close to family. I almost ended up like with my second or third cousin, is what. And what will fuck with my ex-wives is it looked like Lucinda and Sarah combined in one. It's all in the Anyway, my reality chick is pretty point blank obvious if you haven't cashed it yet. But you know, shit, I gotta live with many different stages in my life, and I don't mean stages like stages, I mean like stages in scene and show. Are you seeing something or are you showing something? See, this is my old original content I was messing with. And I tell you, right now I'm in between having to stand my ground from some crazy fuckers that had been already for the last few months fucking around, if not the last year, from last summer even, and the last few months out their window. And you know what? He might actually be on one of my videos. I don't know. He might actually be on one of my videos. The same dude that's been thinking I'm someone else. I don't know who he is. But I'm about to call him a fuckboy. Hey, fuckboy, where you at? I got some machetes for your ass. Let's slice, dice, and sew you back up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on, kid. You wanted to shout shit out your window. I busted my Rafiki stick. I gotta face charges and goddamn fucking turn her in the back on you. Where you at? Yeah, all of you and your damn psyops washed out and now. Looks like the Popo ain't having no fun. They about to have a lot of fun with someone. You catch that. I could have some brothers from... I could have had my old hood friends, actually. I'm sorry, I defaulted to some other language that people were like, no brothers in our little trailer park. They won't let me have my black friends in the trailer park. I mean, I apologize for nothing, but Johnny played his own game. I said, we're all between a rock and a hard spot, ain't we? But he's got a hearing problem. And once again, him walks away, and I'm like, what are you trying to sell, Rom, this time? Because you forgot to pressure check the water lines and leak the air out of the water lines. You realize you probably broke every last connector on every last pipe across the entire system. Right, Johnny? Bitch boy, I'll kill your mother, sister, and your cousin too if you want to get criminal with me. 'Cause I got nothing to lose. And you're nothing but a profit margin, internationally.